What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Appetizer. As always, I'm Jalen Russell, and today I'm talking about the Dallas Mavericks. They finished out 50-32 last season, which was 7th in the Western Conference, before losing in the first round of the playoffs to the Houston Rockets in 5 games. Now, the Mavericks definitely had one of the most interesting off seasons, to say the least, with the whole DeAndre Jordan saga. Mark Cuban has his opinions about that and how that went. I think they really missed out on a great player, and it really put them back for the entire rest of the free agency period, especially with the big-name players. They lost out on all the other big centers and power forwards. They ended up signing Darren Williams after he was bought out by the Nets, which was a pretty good pickup, especially because they're only paying him $5 million, which is just a hair over what J.J. Barea already makes for that team as a backup point guard. But they also overpaid for Wes Matthews, 4 years, $70 million, and added Zaza Pachulia, which is kind of a reach. They're picking him up as a starting center, seeing as how they don't have anyone else on their team right now that looks like a potential starter at the center position for that team. He was a serviceable backup. He can definitely play more minutes. I just don't know exactly how well he's going to do, and he definitely can't replace what Tyson Chandler did for that team last year. Now, they did have some interesting moves in free agency, letting guys walk. Monte Ellis left. Tyson Chandler, as I mentioned, left. Aminu left, Stoudemire left, Rondo and Villanueva also followed them out the door. Letting Rondo leave was actually a good move for this team, seeing as how he and Carlisle could never see eye to eye. It'll be interesting to see how he does in Sacramento with George Karl, especially with DeMarcus Cousins already a little bit displeased with how George Karl is handling the team. As far as this team goes just this year, you can tell they're not really going to be a threat in the playoffs. They're definitely going to be a team that's rebuilding, just looking to be competitive. Justin Anderson, Wahoo Wah, by the way, should be getting some good minutes for this team at the shooting guard position as a backup. Their starting lineup looks solid, sort of, especially if it was like 5 years ago. They look pretty good with D-Will, Wes Matthews, Parsons, Derek, and Pachulia. But with Wes Matthews coming off an Achilles injury, and no one's ever really returned from that 100% yet, and with D-Will being 31, Pachulia 31 and 12 years in the league, and Dirk being 37. This is kind of an older team. Their backups don't really have that much experience, if any. Their point guard position is pretty stacked, but past that, they don't have a lot of serviceable guys that have played in the NBA for a long time. So with all that said, I have these guys finishing out 10th in the West. Not too bad at 40 and 42, but just not where they were last year or where they've been in the past. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks a lot.